Kia ora. In this episode, we'll show you how weekly compensation payments are calculated when you're self-employed. We'll look at 3 examples based on how long you've been self-employed, so you can see how it might work for you. If you haven't passed the end of a tax year yet, you're considered newly self-employed. We add any PAYE earnings in the 52 weeks before injury and divide by the number of weeks you worked. Here's an example. Say you earn $23,400 over 18 weeks. That gives you an average of $1,300 per week. ACC pays 80%, which is $1,040. But after tax and deductions, your payment might be around $800. There are 2 things to note here. Self-employed earnings aren't included because you haven't filed a tax return yet. If you had no PAYE earnings in the 52 weeks before your injury and you don't qualify for the full-time minimum rate, your weekly compensation payment may be $0. If you've passed 1 tax year end, we call this recently self-employed. We use declared earnings from the last tax year plus any PAYE earnings in the 52 weeks before your injury. Then, we divide by the number of weeks worked. For example, you earn $40,000 of self-employed earnings over 26 weeks and $12,500 of PAYE employee earnings over 9 weeks. These added together give you $52,500. And then we divide this by the 35 weeks you worked. ACC will pay 80%, which is $1,200. And after tax and deductions, your payment might be around $900. Our final example is when you've passed 2 or more tax year ends. We call this established self-employed. We use the same calculation as a recently self-employed person, but divide by 52, regardless of how many weeks you worked. In this example, imagine you earn $35,000 of self-employed earnings and $30,000 PAYE employee earnings, which add up to $65,000. We divide by 52 to give you your average weekly earnings. ACC pays 80%, which is $1,000, and after tax and deductions, your payment might be around $790. These examples are for guidance only and don't apply if you have a Cover Plus Extra policy. Actual payments depend on your situation. If you haven't filed your tax return, we may approve temporary payments based on estimates. Once you file, we'll reassess and adjust for any overpayment or underpayment. Here's the key thing to remember. It's important to tell us if you keep working or your business earns income while receiving weekly compensation. We'll need to adjust your payments to reduce the risk of an overpayment. Log any hours worked in MyACC or by calling us. Contact us if you're unsure. We're here to help. Here's a summary of what we've covered. In the next episode, we'll explain how weekly compensation works when you return to work. To learn more, visit our website, Hoke Mai Anō.